I'd like to call our regularly scheduled meeting of the Park and Recreation Commission to order. At this time, I'd like to ask Commissioner Greenberg to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Lori. And roll call, Jackie.
Chair Palmer.
Here.
Vice Chair Nigel.
Here.
Commissioner Davis.
Here.
Commissioner Greenberg. Here. Commissioner Lara.
Here.
Commissioner Marshall.
Here.
Commissioner Pierce.
Here.
And Commissioners Amatia and Youth Commissioner Coloni have been excused tonight.
Okay. Thank you. Before we proceed, it's nice to see so many people at one of our Park and Rec Commission meetings. I'd like to, we do have 3 council members here, and I'd like to introduce them. We have Kenny Barra. Thanks, raise your hand. And Mike Salazar and Rico Medina. Thank you very much. Okay, we've all had a chance to read the minutes from the March 20th meeting. Do we have any questions? I'd like to call for approval of the March 20 minutes.
The Chair, I'd like to approve the minutes of March 20th.
I'll second it.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Moving on to unfinished business, item D1, we have a presentation this evening of the Community Recognition Award, and that's going to be Commissioner Pierce. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here's how I'm going to be presenting this here. You're going to have to carry it back. I want you to stand on the side of the podium so you can see it. Good evening. This is really an exciting event for me, almost as exciting as an event as I'm sure it is for Mrs. Greenberg, Lori, as probably everybody knows her. She's lived in San Bruno all of her life, and during this time has been a community advocate in many, many ways. I first met Lori when her husband Bob was serving on the Park and Rec Commission. She always attended every meeting. Soon after, we both participated in the startup of the San Bruno Sports Users Groups, an effort led by the Park and Recreation Department to put all the user groups together to ensure all San Bruno sport user groups were working together for the common good of San Bruno sports. She was one of the driving forces behind this. She had a lot more experience in San Bruno than I did. She was born here. She brought her skill set and knowledge of the various groups and her knowledge of specific needs for the community to this effort. Later on, I joined this Park and Rec Commission. I was able to observe firsthand how Lori continually works to improve San Bruno youth sports. She also participated in a collaborative effort with the Cultural and Arts Commission to select, promote, and place a peace sculpture in San Bruno Park. Has everybody had a chance to see that? She was a real big proponent of that. What really sets Lori apart is the simple fact that she is everywhere. Whether it is movie night at the park, opening day for soccer, opening day for baseball, a recognition night for a city employee at a San Bruno Council meeting, at a dedication for veterans at Golden Gate Cemetery, or the annual Lions Posey Parade. Lori is there and she knows everyone. She is truly an amazing woman and a San Bruno treasure. She's also a charter member of the Bay Area Special Olympics Lions Club, so she's in everything. This is her main claim to fame, though. She's the guiding force for the Junior Giants and has helped introduce baseball to thousands of young boys and girls in our community, and has been since she and Bob Greenberg started it. She works alongside the Junior Giants program throughout Northern California. In fact, how many people here had a chance to come and see the Twin World Series trophies? She was behind that, and she was all over the place that night. Because of this effort, Lori has had an impact on our community through the youth that have participated. Lori probably knows more than half of the kids and their families in San Bruno, and I think tonight is perfect example of how many people she knows. And she always has a good word for every one of them. She is not a one-sport advocate. She welcomes all sports for all children and takes an interest in each group to ensure that the kids are benefiting from the program. Lori, it gives me tremendous pleasure to give you these 2 awards. This is yours, and this will be the one that's posted where? At the Recreation Center. You can all come down and take a picture with it. Congratulations.
Well, needless to say, I'm overwhelmed. I'm honored to be nominated, and I'm humbled to be selected. And a lot of people always ask, how do you become a person in charge of things? How do you volunteer? And I'll tell you up front, it never starts out where, oh, I'm going to be a saint in the community and help everybody. It never started out that way. How it started out for me, appropriately, at San Bruno Park, where I met 2 brothers. One was Jewish, and one was a Spaniard. The Jewish one, Bob Greenberg, I married him. And the Spaniard is my dear, dear friend, Tom Lara. And that's kind of how I got started. Bob and I were hanging around Tom Lara, and he said Dennis Samet came up to him and said, hey, we have T-ball in Woodside. How come we don't have it in San Bruno? So Tom says, well, he said, well, we need some money. So I think he's hanging around with his, Jewish brother too much. He asked for money. So Dennis Samet gave Tom Lara some money and said, go ahead and start T-ball. So he's discussing, I don't know the first thing about T-ball. I went, gee, Tom, I I coached it a few years in South City, and he said, you're in charge. I said, no, I don't want to be in charge. Don't put me in charge. And he says, Lori, I really need your help. So what do you say to Tom Lara? Yes, Mr. Lara. So Bob and I started T-ball, and the first year up there at Rollingwood School with all the kids playing, there was this dad who came up to us. He was a San Francisco police officer, Rich Andrews, and says, hey, the Giants are starting this great baseball program called Junior Giants. You really need to do it. And Bob and I first think, no, we're too busy. We don't have time. It's summertime. We like to take out our motor home. And then Rich said, well, the Giants will give you everything. The equipment, the shirts, the hats, the pitching machines, and it's all free. Ding, 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 ding. The magic word to Greenberg is free. So he says to me, let's give it a try. Okay, honey, we'll try it out. So we tried Junior Giants, and then we decided we loved it. We loved Junior Giants. And then Bob's cancer, took a turn for the worse, and we're running these 2 leagues. And he says, well, what are you going to do with the 2 leagues? And I said, well, I think I can run one for sure. Well, which one? Well, T-ball is my first love. I love the little kids. Little kids will either love or hate T-ball because of me. I said, well, that's my first love. How will I, give that up? But the softball, the girls softball, they had their minis. So that was through Bill Bishop and now Tanya. And then the Pee-wees, they were thinking about starting T-ball. So I said, well, I think I can run Junior Giants with some help. And so we'll give up T-ball, and I'll run Junior Giants, and I'll ask for volunteers. Boom, 10 people volunteered right away. 10 people took Bob's place. I find that amazing that it took 10 people to replace him. And then when Bob passed away, I'll tell you that I was shattered. I couldn't do anything. I was walking around in a cloud. I was in a fog. I couldn't sleep. And then I couldn't even leave the house. But I remembered I promised Bob that I would run Junior Giants, and I made a commitment to the kids and the coaches, so I had to force myself to leave the house. And then I got involved so heavily with Junior Giants, it took away my little pity party. You know, feeling sorry for myself. Besides, I was the only one at the pity party. So I'll tell you that Junior Giants saved my life. If I didn't have Junior Giants and helping the kids to be out there and enjoy baseball, that I don't know what would become of me, but Junior Giants is just awesome. It's the only one, the only league I've totally been involved with that focuses on the kids and not the coaches winning a trophy. And they have an awesome program, reading program during the summer. I mean, what other baseball league has reading during the summer? If each kid reads 12 hours, then they win prizes like school supplies. There's a binder, a notebook, a folder, and a ruler. And if the whole team reads for 12 hours, then the whole team gets to go to the Junior Giants Festival at AT&T Park on the field. And we're in the dugouts, we're in the press room, we're all over. And I remember, as a matter of fact, I think it was last year, and it was Josh. And I hear this, Lori Greenberg to the port walk. So I go back there, and I said, what? And he said, well, this young man is looking for his team. And I said, oh, come on, Josh, I know where your team is. Let's walk on the field. So we go through the port walk on to the right field, right on the field. So we're walking, and he says, wait. I said, well, what? And he's looking around, and all he says is, whoa. Okay, and that's why I love Junior Giants. He will never, ever forget that moment walking on the field. And you know what? I will never, ever forget this moment. So thank you all so much. That's it.
Good evening. My name is Mark Hirschman. I'm District Director for California State Senator Jerry Hill, and I'm delighted to be here this evening on behalf of the Senator because Lori is a very special person. This may not be known broadly outside of San Bruno, but she is so involved outside of the city limits too. I have regards from the NFL alumni who are meeting this evening and send their good wishes. She's active in their charitable activities, as well as many others throughout the region. Lori epitomizes the expression, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. And if you want it done well, give it to Lori. And so it is my great privilege to be here on behalf of Senator Hill to present you with this certificate of recognition for your receipt of this award. And I know we're going to be seeing a lot more of you, Lori, so congratulations, but you're not going to...
I don't think I can say it any better than Mark did, but just wanted to say on behalf of Assemblymember Kevin Mullen, we'd like to recognize Lori for her service she's done for the Junior Giants and the city of San Bruno as a whole. So thank you.
Okay, one final thing. I think I should step away from the microphone, but I just have to tell you that our community treats me like royalty. So thank you so much.
Chair.
Go
I
ahead,
too
Commissioner
would like
Davis.
to just say a few things
Sure.
on behalf of Lori Greenberg. I've known her for quite a few years, and I have to say, honestly, there's not a single person I know that comes close to filling her shoes. She's someone you can count on, and she's someone who's a team player. But most importantly, and you know, as the manager of my softball team, as the coach of many other teams, she's so positive and encouraging. There's not a mean thing that comes out of her. You know, she is the right person to be the leader and educator of your kids because she does it right. So continue to be part of anything that you're a part of is a pleasure, and I thank you. Congratulations.
All right, on behalf of the City of San Bruno and the Park and Rec Commission, thank you, Lori. Okay, moving on with the rest of our agenda. We're on item D2, the Lions Club project to refurbish Beckner Shelter. Danielle?
Okay. Good evening.
Through the chair, I just want to give anybody an opportunity if they did want to.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can sit through our meeting.
You're
or
more than welcome to stay. I wouldn't quite know how to handle this kind of a crowd, but...
And Lori would actually like to meet you out for a minute. So.
Thanks, Laura. I forgot all about that. I'll talk to you.
She wants to say goodbye.
Oh, yeah. We'll give her a minute. That's a good idea.
Nice and gracefully. You didn't want to wait until the part where the public comment?
Good call. That was impressive. And that speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There's nothing exciting on the agenda. No kids from San
No. Yes. The next big, I don't know.
I would have stayed for Dee's presentation. I mean,
Okay. You ready?
why not?
Okay. So,
Okay,
All right.
anyways, we'll move on with our report from Danielle about Beckner Shelter.
April 5th through 10th, the Lions Club worked on the Beckner Shelter roof remodel that we discussed at the last meeting. All the work was completed, the roof and inside tables, new lights, new electrical. Everything looks absolutely beautiful. It did include some pictures here for you to look at. We had about 30 Lions members and family members who showed up to help and assist with the construction, and they did a great job. So we would like to thank the Lions Club for their service to the Beckner Shelter. Does anybody have any questions?
Well, the picture doesn't do it justice because it looks fabulous. There's also in June, there is, and I forget the date, if you can remind me of that.
There will be at their June meeting, we will do a dedication of the, I guess it's called a dedication of the shelter, and give a plaque to the Lions Club at that time.
Okay.
And it'll be on June 18th,
June 18th.
and I'm
Thanks, Dave.
5:30. Is it 5:30? Yeah. And the commission's all invited to attend.
Great. Other than the dedication, is there something that can come from the Park and Recreation Commission in a terms of a thank you, or?
Well, we are putting up a plaque.
Okay.
So that's already ordered, and that'll be mounted somewhere in the shelter.
So through the chair.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'd also like to make a few comments. I'm going to speak on behalf of the San Bruno Lions, and we'd like to thank the City of San Bruno for allowing us the opportunity to perform the much-needed repairs and renovations to the Beckner Shelter facility. It was great for our club. We kind of came together that April weekend and thoroughly enjoyed what we were doing. While we spent the weekend cleaning, sanding, and painting, before and after a new roof and new lighting was installed, we agreed that there were many more facilities in the City of San Bruno that would also benefit from a similar volunteer project. In fact, the closest bathroom, and we discussed bathrooms last time, would be one of our first projects we'd like to, because we have a nice tile guy, but we'll talk about that off the record. During the planning sessions with the City of San Bruno to receive their permission to make these repairs and renovations, there was a preliminary discussion to place a lion statue at the Beckner Shelter to commemorate the San Bruno Lions Club efforts. The San Bruno Lions Club has asked me to make this proposal to the San Bruno Park and Recreation Commission for their consideration. We do have some pictures. I'd like to pass them down. There has also been discussion at the San Bruno Lions Club to adopt Beckner Shelter and take on the responsibility to ensure it remains safe, clean, and beautiful for the citizens of San Bruno to enjoy. This will be proposed as soon as the new policy has been approved, the facility adoption policy.
To the chair.
Commissioner Lara?
Being a line member, and so is Greg, and we also have one in the audience, Smitty. This is one of the reasons I joined the Lions Club, is because of what they did so much in the community, and I wanted to help out to pay back, because I like to help out. The last few years, it's been kind of dormant, but I want you people to know this is the Lions Club of San Bruno, and the way they take care of the community is great, and this is why I joined it, and I'm very proud to be a line member because of the fact that we are helping the community out. And I know it saved the city a lot of money having the Lions Club do this.
Okay, thank you. Any other commissioner comments? No? I had a chance to take a look at the work today, and it's outstanding. I mean, it really looks good. It's really made that area desirable again for renters, I think. And I believe the city will benefit directly from that. So I'd like to, on behalf of the Park and Rec Commission, I'd like to thank the Lions Club. I think the work's outstanding, and we certainly look forward to hearing about future projects that the Lions Club may be interested in helping us with.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Well, thank you.
So, through the chair.
Go ahead,
I did make a proposal that we take into consideration placing a statue, if we can make a proposal to the council on that.
Mr. Chairman, if I may suggest, you either can move item G1 forward on your agenda or postpone action on that until you get to that on the agenda, if you so choose.
Since Greg's got a proposal, or Commissioner Pierce has a proposal on the table, let's move item G1 until now.
Excellent.
And we'll take care of it. And just to restate, the Lions have, the city has received a request from the Lions Club to consider a recommendation to the City Council accept and install a lion statue in recognition of the 2013 Lions Club project at Beckner Shelter. So,
Through the chair,
go.
I support the recommendation to allow the Lions Club to place a statue of the lion at the Beckner Shelter site with staff approval on location, specific location.
I second the motion.
Okay, all right. Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No, that motion will pass. And I want to thank the Lions Club once again. The picture of the lion looks
We'll have another one.
looks just like a lion. Looks really
Said it
nice.
looked like Greg, but-
So, okay.
Through the chair, please. My name is Charles Smith,
Yeah.
and everybody
Smitty?
in the room knows me as Smitty.
Yeah, can you?
I'm
she's
just
gone.
4 weeks out of having complete left knee surgery, and I was one of the ones who was sanding and painting that weekend. And as the immediate past president of the San Bruno Lions Club, I wish to thank every one of you. Thank you. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go home and get some pain medicine.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, moving along with our agenda, we're at item D3, stop, wave, and walk update. Danielle?
Yes, at the last meeting, I believe it was Commissioner Pierce asked me who was in charge of that program and if we could get some of those stop, wave, and walk better painted in the sidewalk, in the crosswalks. So I called Community Public Services and spoke with Tina, who we've worked with on other street projects. And she said it was a grant-funded program that started a few years ago, but we do have the stencils still, so we can redo the paint to freshen up the paint. What she's asking is, because they don't know which ones need the freshening up, if you see where they need freshening up, if you can just drop me an email, give me a call, text me, however you want to get to me, and let me know, and then I'll start making a list so that I can give it to the Public Works Department to repaint those.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right, thank you. Any questions on the stop wave? Okay, excellent. Do we have any communications? Okay, and now it's time for the public comment, and I think most of the public has already commented and made their feelings well known, so that was easy. Item G1 was moved and already voted on. Now we're down to reports from the staff. And the first one is a summer preview from Dee Kranitz.
Hi, good evening, Commissioners. I'm here tonight to talk about our wonderful summer day camp program that we service to the youth of San Bruno, as well as non-residents throughout the peninsula. And last summer, we soared over 200 campers a week, and we do offer the camp on a weekly basis. So our numbers hit a record high last summer, and we do serve to youth ages 3.5 to 12. And it is considered a traditional day camp program, as you may know. And we have about 23 staff that we hire for the summer and 30 volunteers. And the program is gaining popularity through word of mouth and through Facebook and so forth. So, actually, right now I'm going to show all of you a little slideshow, again, a preview for Summer Camp 2013. So I'll take you kind of on a little a walk here through Camp Kaleidoscope. All right, so our first slide here is Morning Cove. Every morning the campers gather over by the Rotary Pavilion, and they check in with their leader, and we offer a fun activity or a game just to get them sort of pumped up for the day's events. And so every day it's something different. So here the kids just gathered up for a picture, but they are in age-appropriate groups throughout the summer, and we maintain about a 1:8, 1:9 ratio per camp group. And there they are playing one of the games in the mornings there. Next we have our special events, which take place every Friday at camp, and the kids really look forward to the special events. For example, this is our Mission Impossible special event that we have every summer. And the kids they either come to camp wearing all green or all blue from head to toe, as you can see. And they just get so excited to play this game. It's sort of a spin-off of Capture the Flag. And as you can see, the leaders in the back there getting excited too. Other special events include Water Day, as well as carnival, camp carnival. So it all just depends. We've also had like an amazing race, as well as an Iron Chef competition. So it varies from week to week. Next, we have a variety of our sports and games. As you can see, we utilize the area back behind Beckner Shelter up to Junipero County Park. Of course, our gym, we have a lot of games that are held up there. Outdoor games over at Beckner Shelter, and of course our parks. So I think City of San Bruno is ideal for our summer day camp program. So here we go. It's just a couple pictures of example of where we go on field trips. Last summer, based on the 2011 evaluation responses, some parents asked for more educational field trips. So we took them to Happy Hollow Zoo last year, which was hands-on and had some educational aspects to it. This year, we're taking them to the Steinhardt Aquarium in San Francisco. There we go with a couple other field trips over at Aqua Adventures, Exploratorium in Malibu. And of course, we swim over at the lovely San Bruno Park pool. And as you can see, there's a couple slides from swimming. And our arts and crafts aspect, part of the traditional day camp program is we offer arts and crafts, indoor-outdoor games, and tournaments and sports and so forth. So here we go, the arts and crafts portion. And all the children get to dabble in arts and crafts. And they try new things and meet new friends, and that's the highlight of their day camp experience. And that's it. Yep, so that's it for the slideshow. Just again, a little sneak preview. We are recruiting for LATs, leaders in training, and we are looking for teens ages 13 through 15 who would like to volunteer in the community and possibly gain service hours. Again, start that resume early. And if anyone is interested, if you know of anyone, feel free to have them come to the Recreation Center and pick up an application. And that concludes my report. Do you have any questions?
Commissioner Davis?
Through the chair, I have a question. First of all, a comment, great presentation, the slideshow, the pictures. I mean, the pictures are worth 1,000 words, so those are always really great. I also like the fact that you mentioned that, you know, through feedback from the community, you went ahead and implemented more field trips that were educational, and that was great too. So on that same comment, some of the information that was handed out tonight indicated there were some comments about extending the hours was one of them. What the camp hours are what time?
Currently from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, so I guess somebody had written in about extending the hours to 6:30, or, I mean, is your staff still on, and can there be some type of daycare program?
We can look into that.
Just as a thought,
Sure.
as additional fee to stay for an extended hour or something. And then the other question was, another comment that was made was the start time. So, I'm sorry, start time and end time. So 9 a.m. Start time for field trips. Is that what the issue was?
So the core camp program is from 10 to 4. So we will start our field trips as soon as the campers show up around 10:30. So they maximize the day and they come back at 4 o'clock on the dot.
So maybe that's the good question then, is having an extended time where you could pay to show up an hour early and stay an hour late as an additional, you know, you're supervised, but there's maybe no programs, but a parent feels like they could still drop the kid off at 9 o'clock and pick up at 6:30. Typical person works 8 to 5, maybe 9 to 5. It's pretty tough to.
We do offer the drop-in fee for extended camp.
Gotcha.
So whether it's from 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., they could pay on a daily basis if they choose.
Perfect. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay. Wish I was a kid again.
Any other comments? Commissioner Nigel?
I just want to compliment staff. Over the years, we've seen this program grow and become more successful, and that's directly due to you. And we are very grateful for all the work that our staff does. They keep refining and polishing, and the children that I spoke with and their parents just love the program. And I can see from the evaluation responses, it's way towards the excellent rating, and we're very proud of that.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Well said, Dave.
I'd like to echo the comments of my fellow commissioners. I think that the summer camp's a wonderful idea. I know that it's been built up through the hard work of our staff. I'd like to compliment the staff. And Dee, especially, your presentation is always professional and informative at the same time. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Okay.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
The thing that I was impressed are the young trainees. I know two of them, one from Burlingame High and another from CAP. And the training that you're giving them to become responsible people, and eventually they want to work in the program, as regular staff. And that's how we build a strong program.
Definitely. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other staff reports?
One last thing. Just wanted to touch base on the master fee schedule. At the last meeting, we talked about having a committee meeting and doing that, I guess, last week. And in the budget process, we found out that the master fee schedule will not be approved until later in the year. It will not be part of the budget process this year. So we're going to push our committee meeting to sometime in early summer so that it gives staff some extra time to work on gathering some numbers and doing some surveys of the different costs associated with the programs in surrounding cities, just so that the committee can see where we're at with the prices that we're charging. So we'll take care of that later in the year. So I just wanted to let the full commission, the committee knew, but I wanted to let the full commission know that that's going to be pushed back a little bit due to the budget process.
Okay, thanks, Danielle. Anything else?
Also, Operation Clean Sweep
Oh, yes.
is on May 4th. And so come on out and help out cleaning the town. Anyone who wants to come out, it's drop in. You don't have to pre-sign up for it. So you come to the Recreation Center in front of the Recreation Center at 9 a.m. on May 4th.
Okay.
Through the chair,
Go ahead, Commissioner Pierce.
would that be a good opportunity to tackle some of the stop, wave, and walk?
No, because the staff needs to do the stop, wave, and walk. But we have come up with some projects to give to the Beautification Task Force to give out. So the Parks Division has come up with some ideas of projects that need to be done. And the Rotary Club will be giving a facelift to the Allen School shed that's on, if you go on Acacia, there's a shed that says donated by Rotary. So Rotary this year will be giving a facelift to that, just to update it, make it look a little nicer, and then possibly some painting of some fencing at Allen School. So we do work with the community groups to get them projects as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Do we have any commissioner reports tonight? Commissioner Nigel.
Well, first of all, I'd like to lead off and congratulate Lori. I mean, we are so proud of you. And there was a lot of competition, top-notch competition. And we were so proud that you were selected. Congratulations. Second, regarding the Stop, Look, and Wave program, that came out of our Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee, and we're very proud of achieving that. And I'm glad that we're continuing to find out that the signs are fading and that we can continue that. But I want to thank Miriam, who's in the back room there, for putting our public service announcement on cable TV. We had many 30-second spots, and people can go to Channel 1 and take a look. I don't know if they're still running, but they are still running. Okay, I'm getting a nod. So we're very proud of that. And I'm kind of embarrassed because I forgot the flyer, but we have a bicycle workshop for adults. And I'm pretty sure our committee person, Walter Bird, has come down to the rec department. And if not, I have some in the car. We've been spreading the word, and it's going to be in a couple of weeks. It's also on the city website. It's only for adults. And we've been advertising in stores, in the schools, service clubs, churches, and we hope to get a good turnout. And there will be prizes. And this is a cooperation between the Peninsula Traffic Congestion Relief Alliance. And we are so lucky to have them. They're based here in Bay Hill. And they have helped our committee with prizes for the Posey Parade. And we help them on Bike to Work Day, which is coming up, by the way. And so we love that cooperation between the agency and our city. So the last thing I want to talk about is at John Muir School. I told you before that we started the walking school bus. The idea is to get children, I'm sorry to have my back to you. get children out of their cars and to walk to school. And we know that parents are so worried with some of the kidnappings and things that in the old days when people used to walk to school, it was not an issue. But now a lot of parents are in fear of that. So our idea is we have stations and parents drop off their children at the stations and then an adult accompanies them and they walk to school once a month. And then they have a big assembly and the principal, Dr. Friend Dunleavy at John Muir has been absolutely terrific in cooperating with us. And when I was substituting at Roosevelt School in Burlingame, we had a wonderful bicycle safety lesson for 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. And they had a bicycle rodeo. They provide everything, the helmets, the bicycles, the pads, and we're talking to those folks to bring them here to San Bruno as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Nigel. Any other commission reports?
To the chair.
Commissioner Lara?
I'd like to make a comment about Laurie Greenberg's award. It was so justified. If anybody ever went to a field and watched her working with the young boys and girls, you'll be appreciative of her because she really does put everything into it. And you know, when we approached and she worked with this T-ball, I just looked around and I knew she was interested. And it's the old adage: you find somebody that's busy, you give them the job you want done. And she does a wonderful job and well deserved, and it's a long time coming.
Thank you, Commissioner Lara. Anyone else?
Through the chair.
Commissioner Davis?
You'll be next, Lori. You want to say the last comments, best comments for last. Just want to remind residents of San Bruno that this April 27th at Cappuccino High School is the San Bruno Relay for Life. And I'm happy to say that actually the City of San Bruno employees also have a team, and it'd be great to see everybody out there. Opening ceremonies are Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, again at Cappuccino High School.
Okay, Commissioner Davis, and we're moving right down. Commissioner Pierce?
Yes, through the chair, I just would like to report on some activities up at Crestmore Field at the Peninsula High School facility. The soccer community in San Bruno were able to perform some much-needed love and care TLC up there. A couple weekends were spent with volunteers, and then we asked the city for their help, and they came up and aerated and fertilized and mowed the field nicely. And then the San Bruno soccer community actually had a private company come in with permission from the city to top dress the field, and they actually put 1/8 of an inch of sand over the whole 300,000 square feet of that field, at which time the city came back up and rolled the field. And it's really made a difference. It's going to go quite a ways towards making the fields safer for everyone to play on. So when you get a chance, come on up to the San Bruno Soccer Complex and take a look.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes,
Really?
through the chair, I do have one thing.
Commissioner Greenberg.
Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, I'll try and do this without crying. But Junior Giant signups are Saturday, so I'll come to Relay for Life afterwards. And these flyers went out to all the children in all San Bruno schools. Our signups are Saturday, April 27th, so it's a week from this Saturday, from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock at the San Bruno Library. And the kids just need to bring a copy of their birth certificate, and I suggest you just get there early. So, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Nothing down here? Okay. Okay. Item I, agenda building. And this is the part of the of our meeting where we ask the commissioners have anything, staff has anything for our next meeting. Okay.
I was wondering, on our schedule, will we be taking an annual tour this year, or have we talked about it at all? I don't need an answer now.
We have not talked about it. We will be taking a tour in June, I believe, is when we do the tour. I can report back in May where we'll be visiting this year. I think last year we adjusted our schedule a little bit so that we could make it out to Lions Field. So we'll just go back to last year's schedule and flip-flop it. So I'll report in May where we're going to go.
To the chair, I think I show May 18th.
Yeah, the schedule is May.
Oh, the tour is May.
Yeah.
And through the chair, since Greg just talked about the soccer complex, if people are interested, I would be interested to make that part of our tour.
What's on the tour?
That's scheduled for 2016.
Can we add it?
We can adjust.
What is scheduled for May?
Well, this is where I have to go back to Mike because you switched some things around.
May has been the month that we chose to do our annual walkthrough of certain city certain facilities, and when the schedule was drawn up, it was over a 5-year period that we would hit everything. Naturally, we're adjusting the schedule as we go along because of improvements, because of work that's been done, and I don't have any problem if we want to adjust our schedule again this year for the May meeting and have a walkthrough of Crestmore. I don't think that's a bad idea. So maybe we'll bring that back to the next commission meeting.
Well, the next commission meeting, I understand, is the one where we
Oh,
will
the next
tour.
commission meeting is in May.
So
That's right.
what I can do is work with Chair Palmer
Right.
on what sites we'll visit this
Right.
year, and then we can announce that in the agenda, so you know where to meet. But I'm assuming we'll meet at City Hall and then caravan to wherever we're going to go.
Okay.
The other thing is I can ask for the senior center bus. We'll see.
Yeah,
Did we do the senior center bus last year?
No,
We
no,
didn't.
we met there.
Okay.
Because there's
So
only one
we'll-
stop.
Because there's only one
Oh,
stop.
gotcha. Okay,
If
so
we're
we'll
making more
figure out
stops,
which is the best for what our situation will be.
Right.
So I'll meet with Chair Palmer and we'll work that out.
Okay, and historically, we've been doing it a little earlier too, by the way.
Exactly.
It's been at 5 o'clock,
Right.
okay?
5:30? 5:30? The
5:30.
suggestion is for 5:30.
5:30, that's fine. We will take care of it and let the commissioners know what we plan to do, okay? Is there any other agenda building? Anything from the staff? No?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Oh, through the
What do
chair.
you mean, oh?
I'm sorry. There's one comment that Lori didn't make, so.
Go ahead, Laura.
Just referring to Lions Field, I think we were going to cement in the dugout, but we couldn't do it because the kids were playing last year, and now they're back playing again. So is it slated sometime?
Yes, I can tell you what's going on with that. We needed to order the benches, and when I say we, it's the city and the AAA Baseball League needed to order the benches. And we ordered the benches back in June or May, and they were on back order. We have the benches in hand. They're at the Parks Yard right now. Fortunately, everyone's playing. What we'll do is when AAA dies down, we will cement the dugouts and put the benches in. If it's adult softball playing, we'll just have them sit in the stands for those couple of games. I don't think it'll be a big deal. But we don't want the kids doing that. So as soon as AAA has died down, which is usually about mid-July, we'll probably, right after 4th of July, we'll
Right.
probably be able to cement the dugouts. And on an update on Lions Field, we did have field turf out on Friday, fixing a few troubled spots that were found. One being one of the pitching mounds. What was explained to us is that the pitching mounds are those little pieces, those little yellow pieces that are there, are actually not woven into the turf. It's just glued. And so it's easier for it to come up. So it is covered under our warranty for 8 years, which is fine, but I don't want to be calling them every time in 8 years. So our staff did watch it happen, but we're going to call them out as long as we can, just because if it keeps pulling up, because we don't want to take responsibility for that. We'll have them do that until the warranty's up. The other spots that where the home plate, the right side dugout, batter's box was, they've added some rubber pellets to that area, so it's back up a little bit. Also at second base, The other issues that were caused from the pump, those are being estimated right now, and the city will have to make those improvements and the fixes for that, because it was technically our fault with the pump being backed up and not working. The baseball and the pump, yes. So it looked like a waterbed in parts of it, and so where the turf is lifted, we're gonna have to fix that. So, and I am meeting with Public Works tomorrow at 4 regarding some of those issues.
Through the chair.
Yes, sir.
I also, it was brought to my attention that there's some weeds growing right, I think, at the connecting area between out in the outer field. If you'd like, I
Okay.
can send you the exact location. I have a picture here somewhere.
Yeah, if you can just send me the picture so
Sure.
I can give it to the clerks, that'd be great.
Okay. If there's no further business this evening, I will adjourn our meeting.